gold in the last two. Can this Polish women's pair get a bronze here in Espinho, or will Ross and Hughes take the bronze and medal for the first time on the World Tour at the senior level? Well, Sarah Hughes can't keep the ball alive on that occasion. The first point continued to trend from the poles. That's in the 4 sets I've seen them play. That's 4 points they've taken first up overall. It's going to be an evenly matched game, this one. The block from Kociolek makes it 2-0. Very early stages here, of course. The first 2 sets in beach volleyball go to 21 points, unless the leading team are not 2 points clear, at which point it continues beyond that. In the third set, if it's needed, goes to 15. Again, Kociolek at the net. And then, as the ball just sneaks over off the hands of Summer Ross, Kociolek is the one to slightly make the error. Point goes the way of the USA. Hughes with a punchy serve. Very well played, Kociolek. Making sure finished in silver placing Qingzhou in China earlier this year, 2018. She has only $29,100 US in her 27 tournaments now. Not the most prolific money earner on tour. This will be a boost for her. Picking up valuable tour points, of course, and US dollars in the bank as well. 20,000 going to the winning team, 16 to second, 10 to bronze, and 8 to the 4th place team. Ross, down it goes. Very strong start by the Polish team. Just Summer Ross getting a point back for the USA. 4-2 the score. Make that 5-2. Excellent start here for a team that really didn't start their first set in the semi-final strongly at all. Carolina Salgado and Maria Antonelli made light work of this Polish pairing in the first set, at least, of the semi-final. Very brave and courageous comeback from the Poles, took it to 3. It wasn't plain sailing at all in the third either. Kociolek, good work at the net from her. Ross, power just inside. Nice stuff from Summer Ross. The 7th FIVB World Tour Final 4. Picked up bronze twice. Ross. Lovely. Poles. 6-3 lead. Cut back across by Ross. Given out. Point goes to the poles. Tried to get the angle right, couldn't quite do so. Ross into the back of the court, just in front of the baseline, perfectly placed. Lovely spiking from the young American. Just drops it over the defences there, Sarah Hughes, of this Polish pair. Comment earlier from the Brazilians was that the sand here very soft. As he makes it hard to work on the legs. Oh, lovely serve, Summer Ross, just clipping the net tape and falling kindly for the ace. 6-7. It's going to be a close one, this one. Bronze medal match here on the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour here in Espinho. 361st women's event on tour. Started back in August 1992. 7 apiece now. Evened up. The two teams change sides as they do. If you're new to the sport, every 7 points in the first 2 sets. After that, in the third, it would be every 5 points. Linska kept firing against the Brazilians in the semi-final. Can she do the same again? Her work at the net at times was superb against a tough opponent in, well, Carol Anne-Marie Antonelli, but I'm thinking particularly Carolina Salgado. Carol at the net. Summer Ross takes a chance with her block. It doesn't pay off that time, and the Polish pairing go 8-7 into the lead.
Então agora a número 2, Kociolek da Polónia, para servir. Dupla do verde.
Ross and Hughes. Excellent communication. Excellent vision here from Ross. She had a lot of area to play the ball into and used it very, very well indeed. Kolozinska has to work hard to get the ball back over the net, and then Ross comes through. Lucky hitting the net, but actually might have worked against this American pairing as it took some pace off the ball. Ross, second attempt. Good blocking from Kolozinska, but couldn't keep the ball in play. Sometimes the blockers get lucky on those ones and the ball just bounces down kindly. Sometimes not. On that occasion it didn't work out. Showing her prowess and her power. Kociolek. Oh! The shot to nothing coming from Kolozinska. Backpedaling, put it there in case, and it worked. Well, that was magnificent from Kinga Kolozinska. 190,463 US dollars she's won on the tour. Can she increase on that? By the most on offer in this bronze medal match, the US dollars. 10 apiece here, level pegging. Early days in the game, long way to go until we have a bronze medalist. Hughes works well and gets back. Precise in her delivery.
No primeiro set, para já vantagem da dupla da Polónia.
Dollars difference. Ross actually is the one with more in the bank from her career to date. Although spent a long time on the AVP tour as well, Summer Ross. Kociolek serves. Ross was unable to do the damage on that occasion. Straight into Kolozinska. Ross again. Kolozinska stands strong at the net. Only 5'10" tall, plays taller as it were, works very, very hard and gets up high above the net, causing Ross, who is a taller player, trouble at the moment. Look at that again. Height up there, but that time Ross decides to just angle her spike away from the taller pole. Hughes has come into the centre of the US side of the court. In error on that occasion. 14-11. Poland have the lead. Off Kociolek it goes. Out of play it goes that time. Brings it back to 2 points the difference, and the USA are the ones celebrating. They slightly close the advantage of the Polish pair. Kociolek digs too close to the net, and Summer Ross too alert for the Poles there. The 2012 Junior World Cup player who finished 4th alongside Hughes in Halifax. Very alert, 6 years on. Ross, though, that time can't create the barrier to stop the Poles picking up the 15th point for them. Ross, of course, incredibly successful as a youth player, 2010 Youth World Cup winner here in Portugal, in Porto, just up the road from Espinho. In the same year, took the Junior World Cup as well in Alanya. Sarah Hughes has a pretty good record in junior beach volleyball as well, medalist on the world stage herself. Kociolek, lovely, just cutting the ball, slicing the ball away from the American pair. Right-hand side as the pole looked. Just taking everything off it and allowing the ball to slice off the right-hand side of her hand deliberately. Ross, nothing but power, and it's on the line. Kociolek, the best block I've seen so far today there. Getting up high, stroke of luck with where it landed, but the Americans take a timeout, and currently they've got it all to do to get back in this set. It's 17-13, and Poland have the lead at the moment, the team in green, who I suppose would come into this game as the favourites based on the fact they have won a medal this season. Technically as well, 13 places in the world rankings above the American pairing. Tier seeded though. There's a long way below the American pair. Of course, we have the Brazilians of Carolina Salgado and Maria Antonelli going for gold later on against Clancy Natasha Del Sola of Australia. Ross brings a point back out of the timeout. That's what they had a timeout to try and do, to try and disrupt this Polish team. Hughes will serve. With a 58% of game success for the Americans in their career together. 14 wins, 10 losses overall. At the moment, his first set, though, is going the way of the team from Europe, Poland. Ross, from the Polish pair, will just see out this set. Can they do it? Ross serves. Right to go for the ball. Kociolek serves, the ball just drifting to her right slightly and making Ross manoeuvre. Back comes Kociolek with some attack of her own. The left hand of Summer Ross. Couldn't keep it alive. It's set point to Poland. Kociolek will serve once more. Ross stops. Poles in their tracks for a point at least. Still set point. Still a long way to go. Sarah Hughes can't afford a slip hit. Kociolek, can she finish the set? Yes, she can. 21-17 the score. Well, Poland started the set. The Czech Republic, who took gold last weekend in Warsaw, Bansley and Wilkerson of Canada, having finished in silver place in Ostrava, won gold. The Brazilian pair picked up the bronze. The first point goes the way of the Americans in the second set. The first time in 5 that Poland haven't picked up the first point in a set today. Kociolek then rapidly makes amends and makes it 1-1. Kociolek serves. Ross reverse. Oh, that was exceptional. Just very, very simple, very nice reverse dig for Summer Ross. And she made no mistake down the line. Power and put the ball right on the money. Well, watched by Kociolek, the ball always drifting in the air. Let's be watchful in case it suddenly fell away, but it didn't. Kociolek just hands one straight back to the USA. Kociolek. Ross. Kociolek, no power on it at all. Made it easy for Ross. Reverse for her, and she's missed it. She's missed the sideline. It's 4-2. Hughes. Lovely power from her. 5-2 the score. Teams change sides. Strong start to this second set by the US team. Can the Americans make the podium for the first time ever? Hughes unlucky that time. The power coming through the spike was not easy to deal with. Also right hand out to play it goes. Kociolek serves. Ross set herself, took a long time to do so, and that was the right thing to do that time because it actually manoeuvred Kociolek. She waited a long time and Kociolek actually then sold herself. She came too far across, made it easy for the big American, who then is wasteful in the serve. Seen that a few times today across both teams, just drifting the serves, long handing points to the opposite team. Ross net, Kociolek. Summer Ross now over the top, and Good awareness of where the Polish players were from Summer Ross here. You can see them split. Kociolek at the front of the court and Kociolek at the back to the left-hand side, and that meant the space was back right as the Poles looked, or back left as the US did, and Ross put it back left. Hughes, good hands from both teams here. Was it in, was it out? Ross got the block, it went out, it's 7-5. Ross off the block, and it goes the way of the USA as it went out off Kolozinska's hands. Yeah, just clipping the net. It was actually a right forearm that sent the ball out of play. Kociolek closes the gap once more. 6 to Poland, 8 to the USA. They change sides once more. And as it stands, the US could be taking this to 3. Two teams looking to get on the podium, exciting young teams. Hughes. Strong attacking from her. Helped by the net. But she'll take any points that come her way. The serve again with Hughes. Kociolek. Spike too powerful for the aforementioned. 7-9. Ross. Oh, nearly there for the Polish pair. Kolozinska got a hand to it, and Kociolek got across to try and keep the ball alive. Wasn't enough. Excellent start to this second set from the Americans, chasing the game. 10-7 now, though. Kociolek into the reversed hands of Ross, who responds by spiking the ball at an awkward height at Kolozinska. And all Kolozinska can do is send the ball to the sand on her own side of the net. 11-7 is the score. The Americans forced to the timeout by Poland and have a 4-point lead. Australia versus Brazil for gold later on. And then, of course, tomorrow here in Espinho, men's semi-finals and medal matches.
Agora estamos no segundo set do jogo de apuramento do terceiro e quarto lugar entre Estados Unidos da América e Polónia.
Timeout comes to an end. Summer Ross collects the ball, ready to serve once more. Silver back in 2013 at the Phuket Open in Thailand. Former partner of Brittany Hocheva, who's now playing, of course, with Kelly Clays. And Ross at the net, rises up and just angles the block downwards. Stopping the Poles in their tracks. 12-7. Kociolek takes the block on and gets the point with the touch. Just waiting for the referee's confirmation there. There was definitely a touch, it sounded like it. Can't get anywhere near The spike from Sarah Hughes. Technical timeout comes up. The USA have a healthy lead in the second. It's Hughes and Ross 13, Kociolek and Kociolek 8. But of course the Polish pair have a 1 set to love.
Uma salva de palmas para as cheerleaders.
The technical timeout is over and done with. The Americans coming back in from that with no doubt confidence. They've gone down by 4 in the first set. Hughes serving for a 6-point advantage now. They've had a vastly superior second set. Hughes will come back to potentially take that 6-point advantage. There it is. No power in the delivery, but it didn't need it.
6 pontos de diferença no segundo set. Estados Unidos da América na resposta a que serviço.
Ross with the block touch. Wrong footing, Hughes.
14-9. Resposta agora da dupla da Polónia. Kociolek para servir.
The way of Hughes it went off Summer Ross, and she saw the funny side. Started her indoor career as an outside hitter with University of Washington, of course, in the USA. Kociolek, like an outside hitter, comes spiking through and gets the point. Ross and Hughes are livid. Reaching across is the ruling of the referee. Can't reach over the net. Less angling to block. Well, there she was helping the ball on its way, and that's a different thing entirely. Players can angle their arms when blocking. Can't deliberately strike the ball on the other side of the net, though. Ross helped by the net. Kociolek, some power. Back comes Hughes, straight down the middle, clipping the net on the way through. 15-10. This is a very, very strong set from this US pairing, and at the moment, you'd have to say, definitely going to 3. There's the ace as well. Lovely from Summer Ross.
6 pontos agora. Summer.
Kociolek didn't find that difficult in the slightest to put that point away. Hughes, oh, brilliantly kept alive. Kociolek, will it drop in? No, it won't. It drifting along despite the ball going into the wind. Wind that keeps picking up and then just dropping away as the Atlantic sparkles behind the court, and Summer Ross and Sarah Hughes rather sparkling in this second set here as well. Really have played a good set of beach volleyball. Kociolek into the net, and errors just creeping into their game, partly because of the standard the Americans are setting currently. Hughes 3 points away from taking this to 3. Kociolek. Hughes comes back and power all the way, but a long way out. The scream of delight from Summer Ross was premature there. Finally, get a point back. Kociolek serves very far over on the left-hand side. Ross, surprised by Kociolek, almost forgot she was there, and Kociolek monster blocks. Kociolek continues. Good defences from her, standing strong. Tries to be subtle with her attack. Trying to dive across in defence once more, doesn't work that time. 19-13 the score.
Melhor, claramente, no segundo set. Recordo que a Polónia levou melhor no primeiro por 21-17.
Hughes. Kociolek, very quick reactions. Won't get there that time, and it just falls on the line to bring up set point. 20-13 the score currently. And the USA are on the verge of pushing this to 3 sets to decide the bronze medal game here at the Espinho Open. And Ross just straight into the net, but it decides to fall over. And the US take the second set, 21-13. It's one apiece. We're going to 3 here in Espinho to decide who gets the medal and who goes home with just the money and the tour ranking points, but no metalware around their necks. And Ross just tossing a coin, and there it is, one apiece, 1 ace to nothing for the Ross Hughes partnership. 14 attacks to 8. Well, USA were far stronger in attack in that set than the Polish pair were, and it told an 8-point difference in the end. Puts them on accumulated score, as you sometimes see in indoor volleyball at statistics time, 4 points ahead overall. Not that that makes a flying bit of difference. You could lose a set 21-0 and still win the other 2. It really doesn't matter. As long as you win those 2 sets, you win the game. Now we go to 15. And if the leading team aren't too clear, we'll continue beyond 15. In the third, every 5 points, the teams will change sides. The sun currently is to the left-hand side of the Polish player, the one you can see there, very high in the sky at the moment. Still very warm. Hughes to serve. Ross serves, almost nonchalant interaction. Lovely hands again from Hughes, and Hughes high dig. Oh, Ross can king a Kociolek. Kociolek. The glasses of Hughes have been thrown. Hughes, sunglasses back on her face, serves. Kociolek. Ross into Kociolek, who now has the chance to attack, but good hands again from Hughes. Gosh. Ross. Faster. Ross. Kociolek turns away in frustration and yelps at herself in annoyance at the missed opportunity of going a point in the lead. Instead, the Polish pair are a point behind now. The vital time, the third set. Errors now cost either team the game. Ross close to the net. Kociolek tried to force the ball back. Ross, great chance here. Kociolek for the Polish pair, straight down the middle, 5 apiece. Poland are not lying down in this game. They want the bronze medal. This is a evenly matched encounter between 2 teams who are learning all the time what it takes to perform at this level. No great form between the two. Poles, of course, in a Strava, one in the pool stages, so they lead overall in these pairs series 1-0, but it really is very little indication of form between the two. Beach volleyball can go one way or the other depending on the weekend. Ross and Hughes take the point there. Ross put the finishing touches. Sarah Hughes set it all up. And which way is this one going to go? Really fascinating bronze medal encounter. Hughes now back of the baseline with her serve, drops it into Kociolek, and then Ross denies Kociolek the first time, but not the second. Kociolek manages somehow to find the blue tape that is the line, then ties it up once more at 6 apiece. Ross, lovely piece of play. The angle was very, very acute. She just changed her hand at the last moment and drifted the ball downwards away from Kociolek's defences. Kociolek into Hughes, who now can attack once more. The net helps her that time. She finds the line somehow. And it's 8-6, and the US have a 2-point lead. Gold medalists from the USA this season in The Hague, the Netherlands. Kleinman and April Ross. Amanda Dowdy and Irene Pollock won in Shepparton, Australia at one-star event. Ledoux and Stockman won at Satun in Thailand, another one-star event back in April as we're at the timeout. And Aurora Davis and Bree Scarborough of the USA, Bangkok, Thailand, one-star gold mate. The USA is young and old dance in the stands, loving the action here. Have great form this year as a country. These two, though, it would be their first medal. And at the moment, it's all about learning how to get over the line for both teams. Kociolek. Hughes working very hard. Can she get back there? She can, but only with a dig, which drifts out of play. Ross would have been better going for that herself on the dig and just getting the ball over the net. Not necessarily to know how far away her partner was from getting back. Ross straight down the line. Called in. 9-6. 9-7. Hughes. Brother Connor, two-time NCAA champion outside hitter for University College Irvine. Kociolek couldn't get the point on that occasion. Digs back for Kociolek, who does get the point, and the poles are not going away here. This is a magnificent display of effort and enthusiasm from both teams, and you really can't fault them in a very evenly matched bronze medal game between two teams that don't have oodles of FIVB experience. Kociolek with the error. That's a helpful point at this stage in the game for the USA. Narrow margins make a huge difference in third sets. Can Ross really go for the jugular now? The ball drifting from Kociolek. Which way is this going to go? It goes the way of the USA. Narrow margins, as I said. Huge calls. The referee immediately on it, made the decision correctly. Fantastic stuff. Great officiating there. They work so hard, the referees. Kociolek, Hughes with the dig and comes back through. The defence of Kociolek not strong enough that time to cope. And now the game has a very different feel. The US 4 points ahead with just 3 needed for a bronze medal. Kociolek, intelligent in her delivery there. 12-9. It's the Espinho 4-star Open. Of course, the FIVB World Tour has different stages and rankings of competition from 1-star to 5-star. Start is a 5-star, a major. Coming up very soon indeed. 13-9 now. The World Tour finals, of course, crown the year. Oh, Hughes, magnificent in the back of the court. But then Kociolek says access denied. 10-13. Serve returns. Kociolek will take it on. Out it goes off Kociolek. They make that now. Match point. Bronze medal point here. Can the FIVB top rookie of 2017 and her partner Summer Ross get their first ever bronze medal? Not on this occasion, but they still have match point, and the Poles, as we change sides once more, have a lot to do to stop the Americans from taking this one. Australia, Brazil. And there it is, and look what it means to them. They're on their knees on the sand, absolutely delighted. Well, Hughes and Ross, you have to say, utterly deserved that. They were superb through the second and third sets at least, and they didn't play too badly in the first set either. The Poles, Kociolek and Kociolek themselves delivered a fine performance and had a great part in a very strong bronze.